Stop whispering, you guys. Welcome to the Option 1 podcast. I'm Sam Risey. I'm here with the lovely Zoe and Matt. And we're going to find out a lot more about all the stuff we did on episode 1.
Yes.
And then going forward, because we've got your partner Matt here, your relationship, your open relationship. And obviously you did a thing called Don't Judge Me. And
Love, Don't Judge.
Love, Don't Judge, sorry.
Yeah.
Love, Don't Judge. And there's a lot of articles that went out about that, and obviously a lot of feedback. And Matt, I think you got a few things to say to people. So yeah, we'll talk about that, and just Mr. and Mrs. Game to finish off and find out about Zoe and Matt. So here we go.
You're through to Option 1. Option 1 podcast.
Hello everyone and welcome to the Option 1 podcast. I'm here again with the lovely Zoe, but she's brought a partner Matt. Hey Matt, how you doing?
Howdy.
So Zoe, if you want to start off with just introducing yourself a little bit and who you are, what you do.
Oh, what do I do? Well, I'm Zoe Grey. I am 31 years old. I've been at Babe Station now for it'll be 2 years in October.
Okay.
So year and a half or
Yeah.
so.
Yeah.
From working here, I've then got into mainstream porn, all that exciting stuff.
Yeah.
What else did you ask me?
That's
it.
You do TikTok, Instagram, and stuff like
Yeah,
that. So
all
not
that
safe
stuff.
for work content and just promote yourself doing that. And what did you do? But you did a beautician before.
Yeah.
I listened.
Good
I listened. And Matt. So Matt, what do you do? Tell us a bit about yourself. And
I'm a little less glamorous.
Oh,
I
no. You're
know.
glamorous.
No, to be honest, my real or day job, shall I say, is I'm a health and safety manager
okay.
on construction sites, which
Okay.
is completely different.
Yeah.
Obviously, I've come here a few times to work with you for Mr.
Yeah.
P shows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we've filmed with you.
What was it you call yourself? Dick for hire.
That was it, yeah. That's it, yeah. Literally just lay there and you do all the work.
Yeah.
I wish. But no, I'm ex-army. And when I was in the army, every time I went away, Afghan, Iraq, everywhere else,
Oh, wow.
everyone I was with cheated on me.
Oh, really?
So then I sort of got into
How long were you in the army for?
14 and a half years.
Yeah.
Yeah. Joined at 16 and
Yeah.
then got out 30 odd.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you did
30.
tours in
Yeah,
Afghan?
done Afghan twice and done Iraq once.
Oh, wow.
I loved it, to be honest. I love the army. But anyway,
Yeah.
so yeah, every time I went away, because you go away for 7 months or whatever, I think it's just common practice that your partner's going to cheat. Like, I sit there, a lot of people say they're not, but if my missus went away for 7 months and I didn't see anyone else, it's a bit... When you put it in that
Yeah.
concept...
Yeah.
It's a bit strains on relationships.
Yeah, it
isn't
does. It does.
Yeah.
But yeah, so, and then, like, there was one, I went to Iraq and I was seeing about 8 different women.
Okay.
And to be honest, when I come home, all of them had a new fella.
Oh, really?
So I was like, right, well, it's life, that's what happens.
Yeah.
So then I sort of got into sort of a little kink of, well, if I'm going to be cheated on, as long as I'm involved and I see it or watch it, it sort of takes away that anger element of it. Because to me, it was going to happen anyway.
Yeah.
So then we spoke about it and I said, look, give it a go. Like, I didn't sit there and say, look, go on, run outside, get all the man sausage you want. I said, look, if you ever wanted to, do it, but you keep me involved. Just text me, send me a picture, video, whatever. And then that's sort of how it started.
Pretty much right from the beginning.
From the get-go. And then after about a month, you then said, well, I want to watch you.
Go to clubs and
Work it out that way.
And then
both do it.
And then it happened from there.
Yeah.
So from there, you did the podcast, and just let me know, like, what happened next, and sort of.
So, yeah, we did the podcast.
And you talked about your open relationship. You talked your relationship with Matt, and obviously it was a very interesting conversation we had. Go back and watch it.
Yes, please do.
And on episode 1, and it was like a bit about your lifestyle, and obviously a lot about you, Matt, as well, and how you balance that, and it was really interesting. And then from there, was it a company that watched it?
So a woman approached me on Instagram from a company called Love, Don't Judge.
Okay.
And she'd seen like a few bits in our interview that really kind of interested her. So wanted to do a piece on us, really. And then it took a while to get things booked in. So we were quite busy. I could only do specific days. But they came round, filmed with us. Lovely guys.
Did you know what it was going to be about or anything? Or
It was going to be about our lifestyle.
okay.
So how things kind of started, and then like the swinging scene, as well as a little bit about the work side of things.
So, sorry to interrupt you there, Zoe, but Matt, obviously, so you've done Babe Station on TV and stuff like that. But Matt, that will be the first time you're sort of opening up to online. Or would that be the first time, or would you?
Well, to be honest, we actually got asked to do something on Channel 5 as well.
We filmed something for Channel 5 that hasn't aired yet.
Okay.
But we were kind of only really a small
We're
part
just a
of
little
that.
penis for hire.
Yeah.
In that, to be
That's
honest.
come from something, sort of people that we know.
Yeah.
So that was your first experience with a TV crew. But
so to speak.
having people in our house and doing like an
completely
interview type thing, it was your first.
Yeah. It was a bit surreal, to be honest.
So, like, do your friends and stuff know, Matt, about what you do, how your lifestyle and?
Well, yeah, they do, to be honest.
Yeah.
I actually got sort of caught out, so we had to come clean about the lifestyle anyway. Because basically, it worked out quite funny. I was out with the lads, we had a few drinks, and then the night before, I was a bit panicky because we go to a club quite local to us, and I said, look, I'm going to see people and all of this. And funny enough, I walked in a club and my friend's partner was working the bar.
Ah, okay.
So I was like, great. So it's got to come out anyway.
Yeah.
And then anyway, so next day, went out, met all the lads, had a few drinks, and one of them kept saying, I was at the club, I was at VA, I was banging all these birds, I was doing this. And I was like, you didn't? He said, no, I did, I was there, and I had loads of different... I said, you didn't? So I was there with my missus. And he was like, no, you weren't. I said, I was there. And then, funny enough, I then went into another pub, saw my pal, whose bird was behind the bar, and he just pointed at me and went, Matt, I heard about you. And I was like, great. So it had to come out anyway.
Yeah, it's just because the lad perspective of it is going to be so different to
Yeah.
like, the female friend perspective of it.
Loads.
Do you know what I mean? Because it is quite a laddie thing to be like,
it
do you know what I mean? Like, so I guess, was it a bantery thing first? Or
It was. It started off, and then it got the whole... It's very weird. Like, everyone's like, oh, I'd love to do that. I'd love to have loads of different women, blah, blah, blah. But then no one can touch my missus. I'm like, well, it doesn't really work like that. You can't really sit there and go, right, hey, babe, is it all right if I go and sleep with 8 different birds while you're...
That's a different thing.
While you sit... Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And like, all of them now, it's very... Like, a lot of them are quite intrigued. And every time I go out now, all they do is talk about...
It gets brought up
Right.
every single time.
Especially the more people drink, the more it's...
Not in a bad way, though.
No,
No.
Very
It's more
much,
just
isn't it?
curiosity.
Yeah.
And a lot of them, I want to come. I was like, well, if you want, I'll take you to a club. I don't care.
Yeah. It's the same perspective like we get when I work at Babe Station. Do you know what I mean? People all the lads are like, oh, I bet you bang all the guys. It's like, no, it's not. No, it doesn't, it doesn't work like that. It's like, I love working there. Do you know what I mean? You just see, it's like, well, yeah, I mean, it's good, but also like, it's kind of like, it's not a job. Do you know what I mean? And
professional sometimes.
yeah, so I try my best.
Yeah.
So Love Don't Judge, the title, was that, did you guys have input in it? My boyfriend lets me cheat on him.
They did ask.
They did give
They did ask before going with that title.
Yeah.
For that interview, I thought, that would be okay.
Yeah.
Because with the cheating, they put it in commas.
Commas, yeah. Cheat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they were trying to do that for clicking and stuff like that, and everything, and it worked.
The thing is, to be honest, Love Don't Judge.
You said the guys were really nice. So
Yeah, they were. No, they were.
Yeah.
And even the actual end product, it come out well.
Yeah, I watched it. I watched it.
The actual, the whole YouTube video,
Just all the
we were
gump
very,
that come
very
with it.
happy with it. But then as soon as that aired, we then had a lot of articles, a lot of companies taking just one little part of the interview.
One sentence.
Yeah.
Twisting it.
Yeah.
I can't remember what
And that was the part where I said, as I said here, like the way we started. And I explained it to them, like, how did you start? And I said, well, I was cheated on before, so then I got into, well, I let her do it. And they took that one sentence and spun it around. And that's our whole relationship now is she goes and does everything she wants when I'm at work and I do nothing.
Apparently people need to come and save him because he's not safe with me.
Really?
Like,
Yeah,
oh
I'm pimping
God,
you out.
yeah.
I'm pimping you out as well.
Yeah.
So what is that on the articles? Are these comments on...
These were comments on the articles all over social media.
Okay.
But like a lot of people think that I'm a terrible person. that it's all about me, and he needs to be saved, basically.
It's unfair. And I'm a simp.
Yeah, they clearly haven't
watched
the
whole
thing,
thing.
because they
literally just
know that.
They just took this one sentence in every article. It's like, what is it? English man lets his missus cheat on him when he's at work.
Not even Matt.
Yeah.
No,
and that's sort of So, but it was very weird because people were tagging me on all social medias. I had a lot of my army boys message me.
It was more Facebook that started to. Instagram and Twitter we don't mind.
Yeah.
But it went on Facebook.
It was more personal.
And that's where it's a bit more personal, and we know a lot of people that.
Yeah. But then a lot of my ex-military mates and even my brother was like, oh, well, I saw your Lad Bible interview. I was like, I've never spoken to Lad Bible in my life.
Okay.
I was like, what do you mean you've never spoken? I said, Matt, I've seen your interview. So I'm telling you now, I've never spoken to them. They found one sentence from a video, from a completely different thing, and just twisted it.
And then what were they saying in the article? So it was that you only cheat. That's how it works. Is that how they worded it?
To be fair, I haven't read any of them.
No.
I try not to
Have you read any
wind
of
me
them?
up.
Predominantly most of them, because it weren't there was a few that went around. And literally it was just solely, there was no mention about the swinging side. It was just, whenever I go to work, she cheats.
Every time we go to
every
work,
day, all day. And then I've got to wait out, and then when I come home, and hey, am I free to come in my house?
Yeah.
Well, that's not even how it works.
No.
And you work at Babe Station, so it definitely doesn't happen.
But it's but then also, I've sat there and I said, look, she's an international porn star. She's worked with Brazzers. She's flown to Prague. She's gone to Spain.
Well, exactly on that side of things.
So how else is she going to do it?
Yeah,
Am I going to sit there on my bed and just sit there and go, hey, let's film porn? I'll sit and watch it. It's part of her job. So I can't.
So how did that? So obviously, then there's a wider space of your friend group that maybe you wanted to conceal has now opened it up. Did it happen like that? Did that really work, or was that not part of the issue?
Not necessarily conceal it from them, but it was more people that. People that you don't necessarily
you don't
have
need to.
conversations
You don't
with,
need
so
to.
it doesn't need
I mean,
to
that happen. Yeah, exactly.
It's very much you're right. Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. But then.
If you're passing people,
Yeah.
But this is the thing.
Swing him, by the way. See you later.
No, but we're open into we don't hide the facts.
No.
But it was more.
The conversation arises. Then but
it was a way as well, because where I live, I'm quite a big guy. I'm 6'6".
Yeah.
I'm a big lad, ex-military, everything else. And then everyone was like, oh, you're just a little bitch. You're letting me cheat on you. It's like, it's not how it works.
Yeah.
And that's what wound me up the most.
It's hard. The people that don't understand it and just comment. And we spoke about it before on I think Preeti's episode about the I don't even know if it's trolling, but it's the negative comments. And it's they feed off that, and I don't know why people do that or why they want to have. I guess maybe they don't see you as people don't see it as people that are actually, or hey, they wanted to do. Well, you didn't want to do you didn't do a daily thing, did you? You just did a YouTube video of me, and then it came from there.
Yeah.
Did you know that was that always going to be linked? Do you think, or did it just pick it up?
No, we didn't know
that was going to happen.
That's mad. And then, did they get back in touch with you once it all happened and stuff like that? Or?
She did. I think she did message just to let us know. She went, it was literally the day after. She went, just to let you know, your interview's gone out there. I was like, I know. I'm aware.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically. But no, it's funny because the amount of abuse you get, and the thing is, I like winding people up.
Yeah.
So
it's two ways you can tackle it, isn't it? You can either ignore it or you can.
But then obviously, because I was a bitch, I was just winding everybody up, and even one of them was like, called me a keyboard warrior, and I said, my Afghan and Iraq medal says different. And then he messaged me privately and went, I'm really sorry, I actually really respect veterans. Don't now sit there and backtrack now that you've been caught out. But so it's quite funny.
It's just because I guess people don't understand the way the article wrote, or the articles have been written, and they've took that little clip, hasn't helped the situation.
No,
don't understand it. But I guess it's weird when it's weird when you're in it, because I bet you now look at articles and stuff now, and you're like, I don't know how true
that's not life. Yeah. It's like we know a lot of people who've been in the paper, and are like, I didn't say that. It's just been twisted and
Yeah.
but it's clickbait. So I understand why they've done it.
The logic of it, yeah.
Because, like I said, if they sit there and said, "Oh, these two are swingers," and when he's at work, she can play with other people, nobody's going to click it.
Yeah.
Whereas when it's he lets her cheat, and it's solely about me being cheated on.
Yeah.
Because literally every comment I just replied, swingers, and people were like, no, for it to be swingers, the man's got to play with a woman.
No, they're not.
I was like, I know we're swingers because I'm the guy in the article. Oh, didn't realise.
I had a lot of conversations
That happens loads
like
of times,
that.
yeah.
Someone told me, he wrote, we'd been back and forth comment on this comment thread, and he went, why are you defending, like, why are you so hardly defending people that you don't know on a random article? I was like, it's me. You are talking to the person in the article. He went,
It's getting too real.
oh, I didn't realise. And then he went, good luck with your porn career, goodbye.
Yeah, we can see the article as well. We're people that can comment as well.
Yeah.
It's free to do that. So, just catching up on what. So right now, like, what's the future looking forward, going forward? And obviously, like, you're in a strong, happy relationship now. And like, hey.
Now with them comments.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It is cheating. You're
So
right.
I'll start working from home. So
So obviously, like, Matt, you started like TikTok with Zoe and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
So what's like, are you looking to get more involved in that side of things, or
He's going to quit his job.
as I keep being told, no, I'm not.
no? Do you enjoy doing that side?
I
of it? Health
do,
and
to be
safety
honest.
construction?
I don't enjoy the commute, but
Yeah.
I enjoy the work, and I
Yeah.
enjoy the company I work with, to be honest. The people I work for are great, but it's hard because I try to help out with your TikToks and everything else,
Yeah.
and I come up with all the ideas because
Yeah,
they're
he does
useless.
come up with all of the ideas.
But I don't have time. Like, I wake up at 5 in, I commute for 2 hours of work, I
Yeah.
go home at 7 at night. So it's quite difficult.
Yeah.
And then when I am at home at weekends, we're then trying to rush through and do everything, or I'm tired. But then we don't want it solely being work. So then we try to go out and enjoy ourselves, and then we moan that we haven't
Done any
made
work.
any social media
Yeah.
stuff. So I want to get involved with it more, but then...
Well, it's like OnlyFans is such
Yeah.
a 24
Oh,
hour
it's
thing. Like, people don't understand how much of a mission it is
Yeah.
to go through.
I'll just post a few pictures.
Send one
Yeah.
picture and you become a millionaire. That's
No,
what
it's
everyone thinks.
constant. And it's
Do you not just send one picture and then you get thousands and thousands
Oh,
of pounds?
yeah, I mean,
All of us.
million.
Yeah.
Just off one photo.
Oh, yeah. I thought so. And Matt sends a picture and then it's like, £1,000 million as well. There you go, sorted.
Exactly. Easy peasy.
Yeah.
I wish.
No, that doesn't work like that. So going forward, like, what else have you done recently? And like, because obviously your Brazzers, because we asked about,
Yes.
because one of the things we did
Yes.
say is we were like,
Get it out.
where's the Brazzers coming out? And then I'm going to say they watched it and they were
I'm
like, oh God, we've got to fucking
gonna
take it out now.
Yeah.
And then, so have you done a lot more shoots and stuff like that?
Yeah, so after that, I did 2 more shoots with them. One of those has come out. That was with a woman and a guy. That was for World Masturbation. Is it Masturbation Month? Was it May?
Yeah, it was, yeah.
Masturbation Month.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, I was a sex therapist.
Nice.
Yeah.
And you saved their marriage.
I did. Yeah.
Oh, well done.
Because I'm so good. My vagina's amazing.
Oh, okay.
And I've done another one that hasn't come out. I went to Prague and filmed with a company over there. And I did another one over in Bedford.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You said
Yeah.
you recnised the bench.
Yeah, I did. I was like, the river, that's near
Yeah.
me.
So yeah,
Shout out Bedford.
big up the Bedford Massive. Yeah, I think that's it really. I'd like to do a few more
Yeah.
pro scenes, keep it to a minimum, like
Yeah.
a healthy balance.
What would you like for Matt, for Zoe, Matt? Like, what do you see her going, or?
To be honest, I'm so easy. I don't mind. Like, she can go all the way to the top, or she can not.
Yeah.
She can stop. She can do whatever she wants. Like,
Yeah.
And we've been asked to go to the XB's Awards in
Amsterdam.
Oh no way, that's it.
And
Yeah.
like, when she told me, I was over the moon. I was like, well done, blah, 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 we'll
Yeah.
go, and you do what you can. But then, I just support you with anything.
Yeah.
Like, I don't hold her back. She's got her own life, so why should I be the one who...
Yeah, of course.
Do you know what I mean? Whereas a lot of people, they'll say, oh, you can't do that. Whereas I'm complete opposite.
Yeah.
Right. I know she's coming home to me, so it doesn't matter.
And it's like, I guess, like when you're in a relationship, you don't, unless you work together, you don't end up doing work together. Like people have separate lives, don't they? So it's I was just interested to see like if you are working because you do OnlyFans and stuff with her. Like, is it sort of like is there an idea for you guys to be, I don't know, power couple? Do you know what I mean? Like going forward, or
I'd love to do it, to be honest.
Yeah.
But I'm very logical thinking. So I'm more...
What's holding it back?
Reality and life.
Okay.
Like, I've always been PAYE. My whole life, I'm very much... I get a wage, I pay the bills. That's my life.
Yeah.
I'm worried about taking a leap into...
I think a lot of people can get that.
And that's the thing. Like, she sits there and was like, man, quit. I was like, still got a mortgage to pay for. Like,
yeah.
What do you want me to do? Sit outside Tesco's with 10 of beans and say, look, give me £1 and I'll jump around. Like, it's not...
No, it's not OnlyFans.
So and then again, like you say...
get to that point, though.
But then even with the OnlyFans, it is a lot harder than people think.
Yeah.
So you can't just make OnlyFans and then you're influcted with subs and it's a lifestyle. Like, it's taken you, what? I'd say a year and a half to get to a standard where you are doing well. You're doing very well. But does that mean I don't pay my mortgage for a year?
Yeah, I guess so. It's trying to make that...
It's that leap. It's a leap of faith.
Yeah.
You don't know what's going to happen each month.
Yeah.
That is the...
So that is literally it. You don't know what's going to happen each month.
COVID taught us that.
Yeah.
But then as well with OnlyFans, like some months you'll have an amazing month, other... It would be good, but not as... And you never know. But it's the same with like your babe station, depending on what you do and how many... So it's very hard. Whereas PAYE, it's... You get paid this is it, all the time, every day, for the rest of your life.
Yeah, I get that. Yeah, that totally makes sense.
Yeah.
So, Zoe, you mentioned before on the one, but I just wanted to touch back on it again with like Matt's perspective of it, like going into like the swinging club sort of side of it. And you said about like you have friends and things like that that do the same thing, and you met them in the club. So like, how does it work when like, so is it online and then you kind of go? Is it like a? How do they find you? How do you find them? How does it work?
What, the club? Like,
yeah, like how do you get into that almost? Like how do you find it?
Well, we're quite lucky that we've got a club literally
On the doorstep.
3 minutes from our house.
How did you find out about that? Did you just always know?
Yeah, it's one of those places that everybody kind of knows.
It was
in
a
the
hidden
area
rumour, yeah.
that-
Oh, it's a sex club. No, it's not. No, it is.
Yeah.
And then, funny enough, when you get
It
the
is.
scene, you're like, yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
And we go there a lot, and we know, like, we get on well with the owners, and
Yeah.
it's great, to be fair. It is good.
So the first time doing it, were you pretty confident?
Nah,
Nah,
shit.
shit in his pants.
Well, yeah.
I was a proper little bitch.
Oh, really?
Like, I was going back to that article, I was the bitch.
Yeah.
Like,
Were you confident though? Or were you just like...
Yeah, I couldn't wait.
yeah, but like, she's got massive melons, whereas I'm sitting there like, great. But no, because of how close it was to home, I was like, I'm driving. What do you mean you're driving? Everyone knows me. I'm not having a cabbie know me. You're right, Matt, how's it going? So I was like, I'm driving. And then, I'm going to know someone. No, you're not, shut up. No, I'm going to know someone. And the first time, I didn't know anyone. Loving life. And then the second time I went.
You need someone.
And
then...
women behind the bar.
Yeah, the whole world ended. I was like, great. Not ended.
So then the idea, like, because obviously people outside of, like, that I've never been to a swingers club before. I'm sure people have a naive perspective of like, you go in and everyone's just having sex everywhere. You step into the door, everything's just sex.
Yeah.
Like, it's just like, oh, I don't want to go because I'll just walk in and everything's just sex and I just have to, I don't know, take my pants off and put it on the coat rack.
You put your keys in a bowl. As soon as you get there, you throw your car.
Yeah, that's it.
It's so far away from that.
So what's it like? Go through...
Tesco's deli counter.
Yeah.
You pull a number and you're like, right, I'm going to go and smash her now, 183.
Yeah.
No, so you walk in, you're greeted by the staff, depending on an event, you'll be given like, a welcome drink, and then you walk through and it's just like a normal bar. Dance floor, they'll have a pole up, they always have a pole up no matter where you go.
Yeah.
And then it is literally just
I'd be all over the pole. Matt knows, I'm ripping out.
I think I've got video somewhere.
No, but like,
Babe station park.
it's just a normal pub.
Yeah.
And then gets to about 10:30, 11 o'clock, and then people dress down, as they say.
Okay.
Like, guys will just be either topless or in pants, somebody naked, whatever.
Yeah.
And same with women, they're dropping their undies.
Because obviously you must be nut. Because I think I'd be exactly the same as you. Like I'd be like, when that started happening, were you like, okay, shit, this is happening now. This is like, what do I do? What do I say?
No.
Or did it not? Did it?
Confident by that point.
By that point, you sort of relaxed and you sort of.
I think because, like I said, I didn't know anyone in there the first time, so I was like, whatever. Love
Yeah,
it,
I guess that makes it easier.
And the thing is, you get told as well, like, if somebody comes up to you and says, hey, I want your dick, you can say no.
Okay.
Like, it's not like me, you, right now, get in the back room.
Yeah.
Like, you do have a choice.
Yeah.
Do you see what I mean? And,
Yeah.
And then, like, for example, yesterday, we went out last night, and it was so fucking hot. I was like, I'm sweating my tits off. And the manager was like,
Take
I'll take the top off. I'm like, right, bosh, I was the first one to do it. I've only been there 2 minutes. Everyone else is like full shirt and trousers. I'm like, oh, it's not this. I'm at the bar with a bit, like.
Yeah. Okay.
Because I was like, I don't care. And then, but the thing is, as well, it's mad because in the clubs there is no judgment at all. Like you could be big, small, long, fat, thin, whatever. It doesn't matter. Nobody judges anyone.
That's
Like,
interesting.
But then,
But in a club,
yes,
in an actual club,
Yeah.
that's the only thing people do.
like I've had it where I've tried to buy a woman a drink in a bar and they're like, no, and they insult you or no thanks, you're ugly or whatever. But then there, if I went up to a woman and say, hey, do you want to play? And they say, no, I'm all right. Okay, there's no animosity either.
It's not like
everyone
fuck off,
finds,
do you know what I mean? Like,
but everyone finds someone else attractive. So where I might be good looking to Zoe, her mates might think I'm wrapped. They don't, because I'm great. But no, do you see what
That's
I mean?
interesting.
Yeah.
So, okay, well, why do you think that is? Why do you think? Is it because everyone's like out of? I guess they're not out of their comfort zone because I guess they're kind of. I guess is it almost? I guess it is like a club. Like everyone agrees on the same logic of what they're doing, and it's like, I guess, from like what you've seen from feedback that you've got, and you know from it, it's like, well, everyone looks at it in a strange way. Do you think going forward? Do you think it will just get bigger as it goes along?
Yeah, it will. Yeah.
Why do you think that?
I think it's just.
There's not as, I mean, there is still, what's the word? Stigma, is that right?
Yeah.
Attached to it.
Yeah.
But it's becoming a lot more spoken about, a lot more open now, that people that have been, say, doing it for 10, 20 years and haven't said a word to anybody now feel that they can come out with it without being judged so much.
And it's not just that as well. A lot of people are curious about it, but they don't know people who to talk to, and they don't want to because they feel like they're going to be judged. Like, for example, now this article's come out, I had an old primary school friend message me, and she's like, oh, how are you doing? And we spoke, and she said, oh, do you know these two swingers? They're quite well known, Olivia and Gage. And I said, yeah, we know them. I said, like, we've worked with them, we've played them in the clubs. And she went, oh, well, it was very much, I was like, oh, are you in the scene? She went, no, but I've always been curious.
That's interesting.
For years. And then it's, for about an hour and a half, sitting there just chatting about what it's like, how you do it. And
and it's just opening up to people. And then that's it. That's interesting. Because I think, like, for me, before I worked here, I'd say it was like, almost like there's a place in the village that you'd, like, oh, maybe that's a swingers thing. Everyone put the keys in the bowl joke. And then the only other thing I've got from it is probably that Louis Theroux documentary. Have you seen this swingers where he kind of, he doesn't take the mick out of it, but it's very like in your head, like an American household. Everyone's older and things like that. So whereas like you two, like two attractive people, go into it's like that's like there you go. And I've got to be nice. Got to say how it is. And like go into a club, like I don't think people think of it like that. So I think people will be quite surprised that. And obviously, when you go there, it is like you've said before. It is like younger people.
It's a massive, like it really depends on when you go.
events.
But even if you went on a normal Saturday or Friday or Saturday, that's not a specific event, you'd have such a mix. we've been before, and there's been people in their early 20s and people in their late 60s.
But then we went the other week, and there was a couple in their 60s who had a better body than me.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my god.
Yeah.
What is it? Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I was in like a raw. Like even guy, like and with guys, if I see a good-looking guy, I'll sit there, bloody hell, baby.
Yeah.
Like it's. Do you know what I mean? And she would say the same. But look at her titties. It's.
Yeah. I guess people do that in relationships anyway. Do you know what I mean? So, okay. So in terms of like, if you were gonna do, would you ever like run a club? Would you ever want to do that?
I think I would love to.
I wouldn't.
No.
Yeah.
But I think because I know like the owners of VA and they told me how busy it is, like how much hard work it is. Couldn't think of nothing worse.
I see the practical and the...
Yeah.
I see it now.
You sort it out. I walk in and just do what I've got to do and walk out.
When we're like older and potentially...
And I was in the frames and wheelchairs.
No.
No, but my next question was like, if you were going to do it, like, what would you do? Like, how would you do it? Like, would you know how to do it, or what would be like your perfect club? Like, how would you?
The thing is, it's so weird because with swinging, there's so many different clubs and different. Like we like playing in the open.
Okay.
So the main club we go to is very open.
Okay.
It's got 1, 2, 3, about 4 or 5 rooms, but it's all large rooms. It's big room,
big
beds all the way around it.
Yeah. So when you mean open, obviously a lot of people in
Can
the
watch.
room
Yeah.
can watch. Okay.
Like, and I think it's more because we find it easier to play with people if we play and then people are near us. We then say yes or no, and then you all mingle and it turns into some mass orgy or whatever.
Okay, that's interesting.
Whereas there's other clubs which have loads of little rooms.
Okay.
Whereas we're not into that as much because, like, I personally.
So how does that work? Then it's like 2 people just go into a room and then they.
Or a couple, they'll talk at the bar and then
yeah.
they'll waffle for about 40 minutes or whatever, and then they'll say, look, should we go and play? And then they'll go to a little room and lock themselves in a room. And it's good for newer people who, I don't know, it could be too overwhelming with the open space. But then, I've said it to loads of people. If I wanted to bang someone in a room, I'd do it in my house.
Yeah.
Like, if I wanted to go in a tiny room.
That's not the reason you've gone to the
Yeah, or I'd do it in a hotel.
That's not the experience you're looking for.
Yeah.
Everyone has
But everyone has
their own
different,
preference.
of course. Yeah.
So we know swingers and they're very much like, we prefer this club because it's so closed off and there's loads of little rooms. Whereas we're very much like, I prefer the open space.
Yeah.
It's just,
Are the rooms like themed and stuff? Or is it just rooms?
No,
they
it's
are
just.
themed.
Oh, yeah. You have a dungeon.
And then one room that is literally, I think it's just called playroom.
Yeah.
And it's
A
just
couple's
got
room.
beds everywhere.
Yeah.
Couples only. And then one has got a massive hot tub. It's probably bigger than this room.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
I just wondered how much they played on the idea of like fetishes and stuff, because obviously at Baby Station we do like loads of stuff like that. Do they? Is that
Some clubs do.
Yeah, they do, but then it's different events as well.
Oh, okay.
So obviously,
like Penthouse.
Yeah, Penthouse has
Their rooms are all very weird.
But they've got a massive cinema. Penthouse has got a cinema in the middle, massive TV screen.
What?
Yeah,
it's a cinema with like...
Obviously, they don't sit there and put on like Nemo.
Nemo.
Finding Nemo.
No.
They have
It's all
on
porn.
New Avengers.
Yeah.
Some good
Things
stuff.
we want to watch.
Yeah.
But everywhere's slightly different. But then we went up to Newcastle to a club called Shush, and they had a dungeon downstairs, and they had an actual bloke sitting there whipping people.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, he was like a dungeon master. People just go and get put on a cross and get whipped. I was like, fair play. But that's for that.
He was first in line.
Yay!
Pushing them out of the way.
That's it. I want to be whipped first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Cool. Is there anything else you wanted to speak about? Anything else you wanted to touch on, or anything
I don't think
before we play a little game?
I think we've
Yeah.
said our bit.
Yeah. I think so. I think
Proved I'm not a bitch.
Yeah. No, but it's interesting. That's why it's definitely wanted to get you back on, like with Matt as well, just because.
Yeah.
Just because I've spoken to Zoe and I kind of understand what the lifestyle's like. It was very weird to see it put across like that, and I was like, I bet they're not happy about that. But hey ho, I guess
it's all exposure.
That's
isn't
it.
Yeah.
Help to your OnlyFans.
Yeah.
I'll get called a bitch every day.
Are you getting asked to be in the OnlyFans stuff now?
Well, to be fair, I have, and they've asked you for more things. But then also, though, I'm filming a lot more with you and other people.
I think, we're doing a lot more filming together, aren't we?
Yeah. So,
Which is nice.
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 Okay, so I've got a little game. just to finish things off. Mr. and Mrs.
Hey,
Yeah,
shit.
open relationship. Mr. and Mrs.
Divorce.
This is how prepared I am.
That's how much we don't know each other.
Well, normally you kind of like write it down and stuff like that, but audio for podcasts doesn't really help. So what I thought would be funny is, in a sense, if you just say your answer at the same time. I'll go 3, 2, 1, say. Obviously, I'll let you guys think about it
Okay.
for a bit, and then we'll do 3, 2, 1, say.
Okay.
Yeah?
Okay.
Will that work?
Yeah,
Yeah.
let's do
Yeah.
it.
Find
So-
out if you're walking home or...
Yeah.
Oh, crap. We're giving your card, aren't we? Damn it. That's why you offered to drive.
Yeah.
We could do a little practice one now. So let's go. Zoe's favourite colour.
Okay.
3, 2, 1, go.
Orange.
Yeah. No, the thing is, I knew it was orange,
Yeah.
Well played.
but... No, I did. And to be honest, I didn't know
Yeah.
that.
This is where the game falls flat here, but it's okay. We'll keep going for it. So, if you could have a threesome with one female celebrity, who would it be? And I'll let you guys think about it for a bit.
Got it already.
You might not have the same one. Let's go for.
We might.
Let's
have
go
the
for.
same one.
If not, we can go for Zoe's and then we can go for Matt's. So should we
Go
go?
for yours first.
We'll go for
Yeah.
Zoe's first. Do you think you might know?
No, I don't think I would. Thing is, as soon as you say it, I'll probably know it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you got a name in mind though?
No.
No?
I've had a proper blank. I don't even know who I'd have one with.
Well, this is good.
No, I don't know.
Do you want me to give my answer?
Go on then.
Megan Fox.
Megan Fox.
Yeah.
Yeah, sing. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that makes sense.
Well, you lost that one.
Yeah. It's my car.
All right. So, if you was going to lick food off you, what food would Matt choose?
What, to lick off me?
Yeah. You got
Okay,
one?
yeah, I got one.
Matt, you obviously
Yeah,
know.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. 3, 2, 1, go.
Cream.
Squirty cream.
Hey! Nice. Pause though, but yeah. Okay. Next one. What's your favourite sex position? And we'll go for Zoe's favourite sex position.
Oh, it's easy.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ready? 3, 2, 1,
On
go.
On top.
Nice.
Yeah.
You on top?
Yeah.
Every time?
Yeah, every time.
Yeah.
It's the only way it works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you can't
my
go for his
ribs.
face.
But
Okay.
I'm joking.
So I guess it will be Matt's opinion on it, but Matt's best attribute. But Matt's opinion
But
on it.
Matt's opinion on it.
Yeah, but you're gonna have to think what Matt would say.
I know
Of
what
his own
I
best
know what I
attribute.
would
my
say.
attribute or
Attribute.
best thing about me?
Oh, right, what?
Yeah, so like it can be anything. So like, what would Matt say is the best thing about him? In the relation to, I guess it could be to Zoe or
I know what he'd probably say about himself.
yeah.
I want to know now.
Okay.
You gonna guess? Yeah.
Yeah.
Ready?
Okay.
3, 2, 1,
His
go.
personality.
No, man.
See, I thought you would have been like,
Nah.
yeah, because I'm the fucking best, didn't I? Like,
But the thing is, I knew you would have said that as well.
no, I was going to say dimples.
Oh,
You know I like your
bore
dimples.
Actually, I prefer that. Never have you wondered. Oh, let me sit on your dimples.
Yeah,
Never
that's
happens.
a bit weird. Is that something you've been Googling as well?
Oh, new face.
Yeah.
Try that later.
Google that one.
Okay, next one. Who fancied who first?
Oh,
Easy.
Yeah.
Yep.
3, 2, 1, go.
Oh,
He fancied me first.
Nice. How did you guys
Yeah.
meet?
We knew each other.
Yeah, we've known each other a while.
Yeah.
And then, to be fair, I started chatting her up on Snapchat.
I kept blowing him out.
She blew me out. And then I sent her a picture of my dick. And she was like, I'm coming around your house.
Yeah.
Really?
That's
Yeah.
exactly what happened. So
Dick
I don't know where.
pic
Yeah.
wins.
Yeah. So where did she get personality from? I got no
It
clue.
doesn't always
Do you know what I mean?
work, man. Because I was
She
asking
found my personality out
you.
first and blew me out.
No, this
She
is
gets a
for
dick and she
you.
comes running.
But it wasn't what I find better, the best of you.
You just
It
said my
was
dimples.
you. Yeah, but what you think?
You're digging a hole here,
Your
woman.
head is out here.
Well, it was when you see that.
I'm so glad we played this game.
Dickhead.
There won't be another article. don't have to worry about that anymore. Okay. Where's the riskiest place you've had sex?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yep.
Yeah. 3, 2, 1, go.
Blue
Lagoon.
Lagoon, Iceland.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we had a massive Batman spotlight on us as well.
We went at night time.
Okay, so you went on holiday to Iceland.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And obviously the famous spa, is it the
Yeah.
Blue Lagoon?
Blue Lagoon.
Yeah.
Yeah, after the story, you probably won't be allowed.
I know.
No, hopefully,
Yeah.
hopefully not. It's that expensive. Yeah, and then
Was it just you guys?
No,
No?
it was full of people.
Full of
Okay.
people.
Hundreds of people in it.
I don't think we were the only ones.
Nah, everyone was doing it.
Wait.
I'd advise you
So
not
was-
to
was-
put your face in the water.
So was it? It wasn't a club thing, or
No.
No. We just went on a normal holiday.
it's a
went
natural
to the Blue
spa. It's a
Lagoon.
natural spring spa.
Yeah.
Okay.
And yeah, we
And it
just
was
went.
dark.
Yeah.
And we just thought,
Yeah.
Cool.
And then we
Got a bit
started off with
horny.
a cuddle, and then
yeah.
and then you had like a massive Batman torch going around the water to try and stop people
There were
playing.
parts of there were parts of
That
it.
didn't work.
No, to be fair, we played it quite smooth because
Yeah.
you can't really see it, but I was there, you was cuddling me, and then I slowly leaned backwards. You leaned backwards as if we're swimming back,
Yeah.
where we was actually...
Connected.
Yeah,
They need,
Yeah.
they need to advertise this because a lot more people will go.
100%.
It's a beautiful place to go as well.
Yeah.
Just
hopefully
don't drink the water
Yeah.
in the Blue Lagoon, just in case.
I might have someone pregnant from it, but it's fine. I should have taken my name out so they don't any more CSA. Jesus.
Okay. Next one. Who gets horny the most?
Ooh.
So this is quite a hard one, though, to be fair.
You think you both got one?
Yeah, I
Okay,
think
yeah,
I have, yeah.
Comfortable with
Yeah.
my answer.
Okay. 3, 2, 1, go.
Matt. Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Considering she does it for work, I think I'm the only person she don't put out for.
Wow.
Again. Get out.
Oh, this is a fun game.
We're gonna have be having words
Yeah.
after this.
Oh, me and you, or
Me and
what did I do? Right, the questions.
you. Yeah.
Yeah. How long have you been single?
Yeah, that's pretty much all my questions there. That's sort of.
Love that.
Yeah, cool. Well, thank you very much, Matt, and thank you very
Thank
much,
you.
Zoe. That was the Option 1 podcast, and we are out.
You're through to option 1. Option 1 podcast.